greasing this thing up today. Well guys, we got a project ahead of us today. We're gonna fix these lights on this and hopefully get everything greased up and ready to rock and roll. Oh, it's cold. That's amazing. All right, let's go. Okay guys. What we're going to be working on today are 4 lights on this trailer I bought. Those 3 and that one right there. I did not want to work on this in the snow, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that opportunity to work on it when it's not snowing. Basically what I'm looking at is right in here, and there's definitely some grass. There's some wires. Looks like there's some sort of mouse nest or something in here. Well, this light isn't even plugged in. That one is. Closer look. That one wasn't even plugged in. That one's plugged in, it looks like, so maybe that one's burnt out. This one right here, when I was looking at it, where is it? It's not even plugged in. There's no connectors even to it. It's funny how, and I'm not gonna throw the guy's name out there, but it's funny how when you buy something and you're talking them over, you know, Messenger or the internet or whatever, and you're like, does everything work like it should? Is anything broken on it? Oh no, everything's perfect. It's mint. It's fantastic. And then you get out there and it's not. That is just so flippin' frustrating. Man, it's frustrating. You know, oh, the deck's mint. Oh, all the lights work. And then you get out there and then not all the lights work. In fact, there's a light that's missing and there's a big hole in the deck, you know. So it's like, you know, come on, guys. Like, seriously, just be honest and upfront. You know, I know you're trying to make some money, but being dishonest is not the way to do it. And I'm not saying this guy was dishonest. Maybe he just hadn't seen the trailer in a long time and he thought it was mint when he last used it. Maybe. That's a possibility. The other side of the scope is he could have been just full of crap and lying to me about it, you know. So what am I supposed to believe? You know, who knows? So, anyways, enough of me rambling on. Let's get to fixing this thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna defrost this first. Let's get all this snow out of the way. So we're gonna take the heat gun and melt some of that snow. Got the heat gun. Let's see if we can melt some of this snow. I'd like to get this out a little bit further. One thing that really irritates me is when people use these crappy connectors. These things are junk. They're the most junky connectors you can buy. And guaranteed, if you use them on something that's outside like this, the connection is gonna fail within 6 months. Just about. They're just junk. They're the crappiest connector styles there are. Okay, so this light is not lighting up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it with one of these new lights.
Unplug this thing.
Pull this tape off. No light that way. Well, there's obviously no electricity there. Could be the junky connector. Okay, this last light lights up. These two connectors don't. No power to them. Question is, where do we start? Oh, I hate dealing with wiring. There we go, that's perfect tightness. Let's spray some lubrication on there. I love this stuff, guys. It's grease in a spray can. Okay, I definitely recommend this stuff. A lot of people say don't use grease on like this landing gear and stuff. I use grease on the very top part. Dirt and stuff isn't going to get in these as much. Another thing I found is if you're constantly washing your stuff anyways, the dirt is not going to build up on the grease. Slides better, makes my job easier. You want to be able to go down to the lowest setting easy. A lot of times these things, they'll go down 1 or 2 notches and they kind of bind up. Oh, it's so annoying. A lot of guys will say don't grease them, the dirt gets in there and then they bind up. Well, if you wash your stuff, no it won't. Wash your stuff. You know? I mean, look how much mold and stuff is all over this thing. Is that a grease zerk? That's a grease zerk. Let's hit that. There's probably one on the other side too. What the? Okay. Some people just, whoever designed this trailer, Kershaw or whoever. How am I supposed to grease that? Now I gotta go get a special tool just to reach the damn thing. I mean, come on. You can do better than that. Design things better than that. This should have been welded 180 and it would have worked just the same. And if it wouldn't have, then you need to design it so it would. Okay, for this particular grease zerk right here, right behind there, you gotta have a tool like this. I'll leave a link in the description for this tool. basically what you do is you connect the, of course it's not going to work with this one, the lock and lube. It's going to work with the normal grease one. So this does not work with the lock and lube. Works with the normal grease fitting. You just pop it on, and then let's pop it on there. Get at a better angle. There we go. Give it a few pumps. Since it has probably never been hit since 2005, because that's when this trailer was bought. That's another thing that really irritates me when people say, oh, the owner was meticulous. Owner super meticulous about maintaining. Dude, I can guarantee you he never hit that grease zerk. I can guarantee you he never hit it. Guaranteed he never hit that grease zerk. So don't go telling me it was a meticulous owner who meticulously this, meticulously that. I call bull crap. Call baloney. What was this thing made for? I don't even know what this was made for. Some sort of high speed something. Way smoother and no screeching. That's what we want. That's what we want. I don't want to pull up to a job site. I don't want to pull up to a job site with over $100,000 worth of equipment and then go to put my landing gear down and it's, you know, that's going to tell the customer that I don't maintain my stuff properly. You know, fix things like that. It's the little things, you know. Problem is we don't have a lot of space to work with. How do you fix this wiring issue? All honesty, the best thing to do is get a whole new wire and run it the correct way. Here's the thing. We have power at this light. We've seen this light light up, right? This light is connected to the same two wires that these two lights are, right? So if we have power at this light, why don't we have power at these two lights? These connectors, they're junk. How many times do I gotta say it? These connectors are junk. Don't ever flippin' use these damn connectors. They're junk. They're garbage. They're the worst connectors made known to man. They are. They're the worst flippin' connectors. They're garbage. So just wiggling this around, just wiggling these two around, we might be able to get power to these two. Okay, so it's pretty clear that one's lit up. Pretty dang clear. So, see, these connectors are just junk. Look, just wiggling this connector. Manufacturers need to stop using these connectors. Like, if you're manufacturing a product and that's what you use for connectors, you're fired. I will never buy your product if I find out that's what you're using. Honestly, the best solution to this is just to cut all that out and rewire the whole thing. It's not as complicated as trying to fix 2 connectors or 3 connectors. It's just easier and more efficient to just cut the whole thing, cut that whole section out and redo it. So that's what we're gonna do. This is how you fix this. Let me explain to you how this system works. Notice how all these lights are connected to the white and the brown. Those are the running lights. Then you have 3 more wires going that way. Black, green, yellow. Now I'm not sure which one is which, but One of these is the turn signal. One of these is the brake signal. And one of these is the negative. Okay, we'll pull this wire up here. Strip this back. See this? This is junk. Buy some of this. It comes in a big strip. They're already all connected. They're already sealed units. Right? This is cheaper to buy than buying all these connectors and doing this. Number one reason why it's cheaper. This is so much faster. It's faster. They're already connected. It's already the perfect size for all three. Right? Then on top of that, you don't have to do any of that crimping. You don't have any of these of the cut wires. Because see where this connects, let me just show you. Where this connects, see all the dirt that's in there too? Look at that. Just look at all the dirt that's in there. Think that's making a good connection with all that dirt in there? Okay, the way this works is the center of this metal rod right here pinches through the insulation and then hits the wire, and that's how that makes its connection. Number one reason it's a horrible idea is this right here. When it pinches through, it could totally sever the whole wire. And it could be connected for a short period of time and you think it's okay. But in reality, the metal thing could have cut the wire in half. Right? So as soon as it jiggles loose out of this crimp fitting, then next thing you know, you have wire issues just like we have. Right? Then you have all this dirt and water that's getting introduced into the wire. See the connection? See how it ruins the wires? Look at that. First of all, it was only touching like 2 wires. And it broke this one in half. You can see this wire broke. These connections are junk. Don't ever use those. These are the way to go right here. These crimp and heat shrink fittings. The white to the white and the black to the brown. Oh, we're all out of the blue ones. Always use the smallest connector that you can. Yeah, buddy. We have light, all 3 of them lit up. That's what I'm talking about.